Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, the Stock Analyst. Today's video is regarding ticker symbol NNDM, which is for Nanodimension. In this particular video, I'll talk about some recent news because they made some changes in their management team and also why those are good changes considering the prior experiences they have. At the same time, what is their specialties. So we know like in NDM they are looking for acquisition, so how it can help, and probably we might get a news soon and the share price can rise as well. And at the same time, I will also talk about the price action because I think the share price is now very low, and when you consider about risk to benefit ratio, I think there is more upside on the profit side compared to the bottom side. So I will also talk about the chart pattern, the support, the resistance, and the trend. So stay with me till the very end, and I think this video will be very useful if you're new to NNDM. Maybe you can just establish a position, or if you're long, you might also like consider just deep buying. So anyway, my friends, if you find this video useful, please do not forget to hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. So let's start with the price action little bit, then I will come back to the price action. But you can see that the share price, like beginning of December, it was around $6, then it went all the way to $18 three times, then came down, and currently we are sitting around 7.8. So even from 7.8, if we go to all-time high of 17 again, then still there's a 100% potential. So basically you can make your money double, right? So I'll come back to the price action later, but I just want to cover some news. So on April 8th, on Thursday, one news came. So the Nanodimension appoints Hanan Gino as Chief Product Officer and Head of Strategic Merger and Acquisition, what is M&A. So they have announced the news, and why it is so important, because he has 30 years of experience, and in his previous work for the company for VRNT, he was responsible for 1200 employees and grew SI's revenue from 200 million to 400 million annually. Okay, this is very important. Also, as the CEO of VPrint System, he was also responsible for the acquisition and integration of multiple companies. Also, he has spent 23 years at Orbotech, a global technology company whose products are used to consumer and industrial electronics and adjacent industries. So between 2006 and 2010, he was growing the revenue to 250 million annually. So you can see how he was helping those companies. So I will not go through the entire article. So after the appointment news, what he said that I'm excited to join NNDM. At the end, he said like I expect this to be the pinnacle of my career. In response, the CEO of NNDM said, Mr. Gino brings 30 years of global business experience that covers many of the industries we are targeting. So this is important, right? So that's a very good news because now they have someone who has a long experience of doing good things for the company at the same time for merger and acquisition. Another news came on April 7th, the day before, that they have announced their new president. So that was the other news. Again, I'm not gonna go through on this one because you probably have no, or if not, I will just leave the link, you can go through. But again, I just want to focus on few things here, that the CEO of NNDM stated, I'm very excited to appoint Mr. Nedevi as our new president. He has extensive global experience in leading and growing innovative technological companies with significant expertise in merger and acquisition. So you can see that the back-to-back 2 days they have two news, and they hired new person who has significant expertise in mergers and acquisitions. And we know NNDM is looking for some merger, and the recent changes in their management definitely triggers they want to do it super quick. Also, one other thing you probably know, on February 2nd, 2021, the news came that NNDM engaged Carly Square to find some acquisition target in Europe. That's the old news I'm not covering, but you know how desperate they are in looking for acquisition, right? So from Reddit, I also got one news here, because on April 13th at 3 p.m. London time, so basically it will be 12 p.m. Eastern time in my case, so there will be a live webinar, and the CEO of NNDM will be talking, and I already have registered for this particular event. So what I will do, I will make a live telecast of the webinar. If you're interested, then maybe you can join and you can hear the entire webinar. It will be 1 hour. You can just start, you can do your work, and you can just leave and listen what's happening. But anyway, there could be some kind of news coming, or maybe they will just talk overall about the company. So that's good. Other than that, we know how Cathode loves NNDM, and this chart is showing how the share price of NNDM is changing. You see the yellow line. So at one point when the price of NNDM was increasing, Cathode was also buying a lot, and currently, even though the share price came down, their number of shares almost stagnant. So they love NNDM. We already know about it. If you want to know more about the company, you can go to their website. They have an investor section and they have some presentation, and I found a presentation which is like 67 page, which is quite big. I'm not going through, but if you're really new to this company, maybe go through the presentation. You will know more about this particular company. Just wanted to show you a chart here that this is showing the year and showing how the 3D printing market will grow over time, and you can see how it's going and how NNDM can get a portion of the market, and that will be huge for this particular company. They also have a plan for 2021 and 2022, so they're calling it riding the elephant. So they have a stage 1, which they have currently Dragonfly, then stage 2 Dragonfly MARK, stage 3 next gen machine, then stage 4, and then they have stage 5. So they have a target. Go through the entire presentation if you really want to know ins and out. So just spend some time, not bad. One last thing, because we know they raised a lot of cash by public offering, so they have a lot of cash in their hand, and just from Yahoo is showing that the current cash is 360 million, and their debt is compared to the cash is nothing, 3.7 million. So they are almost debt free. At the same time, they have a lot of cash in their hand. I'm just trying to find a news, because yeah, this is where. So their CEO said that we are extremely well positioned for growth with a war chest of close to 1.5 billion in cash. I don't know why Yahoo is saying 600 million in cash, but that news is from April 7th, and the CEO is saying, is coming from the CEO of NNDM, that 1.5 billion in cash. Anyway, so we know something is coming, some good changes in their management, and most probably we will hear some news. And I'm very excited to hear the April 13th webinar. So if you want, you can join me and we can go through the entire webinar together. At the same time, I think some news will come. Once there will be acquisition news, I think the share price will go high. Now let's go back to the share price, and you can see the lines here. So basically what happened, like we came during the correction and we hit the floor around 6.44. You can see 6.4 around this area was previous resistance, then it became a support, but it came only for a few times. It came on a 2-hour chart, it came and bounced off, even though 6.5 was the lower point. But it seems like the 7.8, the share price currently sitting at, it looks like a better support, because you can see that it was a resistance. The share price bounced from this place 2 times, then went up and again, then bounced off, and currently bouncing up that particular line. So 7.8 also seems like a very good support. If there is any kind of bad news or any kind of event, maybe it can come to 6.4. Other than that, 7.8 is a good entry if you want to ride the wave till 15-17. Let's say if you get into the stock around 7.8, I see the share price when it goes up, it might hit the resistance around 9.8 to $10, and then the next one will be around 11.5. So considering 7.8, if you go at least to 11.5, you can go up to 50%. So 50% profit potential. And let's say if you hold it for a long time and some very good news comes for this particular stock, it can easily go to the previous high around $17-18, which will give you 127% of profit. So definitely there is a high possibility of getting more profit compared to the downside. The downside, what can be the downside? Let's say in worst case, most probably it can come from 7.8 to 6.4, so 15% downside potential compared to 100%. So anyway, if you enter, you can always also set a trailing limit stop or stop loss, maybe a 5% if it comes down at 5%, or if it comes down to 6.4, just grab some share and make your average down, because this is a long-term hold and definitely it will go to 15, 20 or even $25. So definitely a very good growth potential company, and this is a very good opportunity to get in. The final thing I want to show from this chart here, the downward movement. So let's make a trend line here. So if I just connect all the top lines here, right? So it came down, it tried to go up, it couldn't, then it tried to break the barrier here, the black line, few times, and what you can see, it is doing really good. So finally it is doing good because it did not came down, right? It did not came down, instead it is breaking that particular barrier and it is moving sideways. So any kind of good news, anything will move this share price higher. So it seems like a very good time to get into the stock. What about RSI? Let's see the RSI. So the RSI is currently at 40. So below 50 is the neutral, and below 30 is a oversold, and 40 is a good one. Is moving sideways, not bad, but I think soon it will start going up. Even the MACD, you can see it is about to cross, moving sideways, but any kind of good news, any kind of catalyst, any kind of acquisition target, any kind of news will send the stock higher. So I think the share price looks good because you can see that the RSI is moving sideways, so it's not coming down, it is hovering around the support of 7.8. Also the MACD is going sideways, so it is consolidating at this point. Once the consolidation is done, then it will start going up. And on a chart, I just showed you how we break the barrier. So let's go even a 15-minute chart. Maybe it can give you a better sense here. Sorry, I don't want that. I want to show you on a 15-minute chart how we are doing. So you see here, so on a 15-minute chart we just broke that line and we are going sideways, and maybe we can consolidate for a few time and then we will shoot up. So anyway, my friends, this video is mostly about the recent management changes and how they are aggressively looking towards the acquisition and merger. So some news might come soon, who knows, and the price is also looking very attractive to me. So if you are new to this, then definitely establish a position. If you're long and if your average is up, maybe you can average down, because I think soon whenever there is a news will come, the share price will go higher and higher, and there is a good upside compared to downside. So definitely I think this is a very good growth stock. So anyway, my friends, let me know your thoughts. If there is something I did not cover, then leave that in the comment. And also, like, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel. And also, if you're already subscribed and if you like the information I presented here, please leave a like button so that I can reach more people. Anyway, my friends, thank you very much for watching this particular video. Take care and peace.